dinner time is different food. You know, that you have to have, you know, some kind of variety. That's what, you know, that everything goes together. And the 5 elements is even food, it's all belong there. So if you take too much yang, the unbalance, right? Too much yin, same thing. That's how, you know, break that, the neutralize, and then you get sick. Okay.
And if I drink celery juice in the morning and apple juice like lunchtime or carrot
Oh, yeah.
like that, it's very tough.
That's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's good. You know that the usually, you know, they separate, sure, the morning, and then even that when you take the pills, the medicine, and then some of them should not take together. You know that you cannot really get all the information, you know, especially you as a pharmacist. But it's, you know, some people just vitamin what? Everything. Vitamin B and C and, you know, the multivitamins and calcium and everything once. Take it. That's no. Some of them against together. So it's, you know, that you cannot find which one is good or which one is bad together. So at least you guys just 2 things together maybe is okay. But it's 3, 4, 5, 6 together, just take one time. That's no good. So that one is, you know, the vitamins or the pills, how you can take. We have, you know, those the ideas too, but it's, you know, you cannot really know that everything, but it's still, you know, not together. Sometimes, you know, that the cold pill and then vitamins together. No, that's sometimes, you know, that's against each other. So it's when she says apple juice in the afternoon or whatever, the apple, I don't know that how much this one is true or, you know, where it came from. But apple is usually in the morning is good. The lunchtime, that's why it's, you know, that if you take the apple in the morning, that's gold. And then lunchtime is silver. And then evening time is metal. So you see, you know, that the usually apple is should take in the morning, not in the evening time. That's what they recommend. It's even the fruits. You have some kind of time in the morning, like, you know, that medicine, when you're gonna take it, empty stomach or after eat, whatever. That's what, when you get the prescription pills, you have to make sure to the doctor or, you know, from the pharmacist, this one is empty stomach is good, or after eat and with the food, whatever. You have to make sure. That's, you know, that the whatever the benefit is entirely different. Even the food too. Yeah, especially, you know, that when you have a prescription medicine, strong one, and then pain pills, you know, that and what? Antibiotics. You know, that when you take that empty stomach, your stomach gonna be, you know, bothered. So, you know, sometimes with the food. And sometimes, you know, you have to, like thyroid pill, it's early in the morning, empty stomach, you have to take it. Compare the cholesterol pills in the evening time, we have to take it. That's why it's, you know, the blood pressure, high blood pressure, the person take in the morning one, in the evening time ones, right? In the morning ones is what? The dehydration. And so that's the time is very, very important. Okay, and then I'm gonna show some a video here. have this one and exercise, whatever. But it's, that the diabetes, and you are not really dying with the diabetes. But once you have diabetes, some other, some other symptoms and some other organs is, breaking up. That's why it's, that from the food, we can be really careful for them. And then, some treating every day, daily. So today, maybe, diabetes, some foods was benefit for us, what should not eat. That's what I'm just gonna. Especially fruits. Fruits has lots of sugar. Yeah.
Top 10 fruits for diabetes patients.
Number
10.
People think the fruit is good. Sure, the fruit is good for just, normal people, the whatever healthy people, the fruit is good. But especially diabetic patient, and they have the fruit has lots of, especially like grapes, a lot of sugar there. So you have to really be careful. But here, what kind of fruits diabetic patient for, that's good. That's what he's talking about. So we just.
Kiwi fruit. Kiwi fruit is one of the most nutritious fruit with low glycemic index, ranges from 47 to 58. It is high in fiber and low in carbohydrates, which aids in controlling blood sugar levels and lowering cholesterol. It is a good source of many essential vitamins and minerals such as vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, fiber, potassium, folates, and high amounts of beta-carotene that offer protection from free radicals and improve overall health. Kiwi also contains inositol, which is an enzyme that helps to keep the blood sugar level in control. Therefore, including kiwi fruit in your diabetes diet is definitely a great way to help regulate your blood sugar levels and energy levels. Number 9. Pears. Pears are one of the best.
Yeah, the kiwi is known as, sometimes people has constipate. That's, once a day the kiwi is really healthy. The kiwi has, even the fruit, a lot of fiber. That we should take a lot of fiber. And then, the low fiber food is carbohydrate, and then those things is try to cut it down. And so high fiber fruits is, the kiwi is one of the, the main things.
Fruit choice for people who have type 2 diabetes, because pears are rich in fiber and low in carbohydrates and calories, and have a rating of 38 on the glycemic index. One medium-sized pear contains 6 grams of fiber and just 100 calories and only 26 grams of carbohydrates. Balancing carbohydrates with fiber-rich fruits like pear decreases the rate of absorption of glucose, so your blood sugar won't spike as dramatically. Sweet taste of pears help diabetic in calming their hunger for sweet food without sacrificing control over their disease. Therefore, whenever you crave for something sweet, you can eat a small or medium-sized pear. Number 8. Oranges. Oranges are a popular fruit because of their natural sweetness and numerous health benefits. They are low in calories and rich in fiber, vitamin C, thiamine, folate, and potassium. Despite their sugar content, oranges have.
Yeah, it's orange has, especially compare other ones, potassium. Banana and then oranges is lots of potassium. Potassium, that sometimes they have high blood pressure, pills people taking. That's they need the potassium. So it's oranges, the another. Whatever they introduce right here is high fiber, and then some of them, it's very little carbohydrate. So it's there's some kind of benefits, and then especially to the diabetes patient. But it's, if we're taking too much, it's a lot of sugar in there too.
Low glycemic index ranging from 21 to 51. The low glycemic index is explained by the fact that oranges are rich in polyphenols and fiber, which moderate the rise in blood sugar. Therefore, including oranges in your daily diet will not only calm your craving for sweet taste, but also keep your diabetes and blood sugar level under control. Number 7. Strawberries. Strawberries are considered as one of the best superfoods for diabetes meal plan because of its vitamins, antioxidants, dietary fiber, and low sugar content. Several studies show that eating strawberries in quantities of at least 2-3 servings per week can lower the risk of developing type 2 diabetes.
Especially strawberries, antioxidant, compare the other fruits. And then sure, there's all the fruits has vitamin C and then so forth, but it's the individual one is something. This strawberry has antioxidant. The reaction is good. Sure, the vitamin C is all the fruit has the pretty much.
Strawberries are high in vitamin C and fiber and low in carbohydrates and have a low glycemic index at 40. When you eat strawberries, they help you to feel full for a longer time, keep your blood sugar level steady and increase your energy level. All this makes strawberries a great fruit choice for diabetics. Number 6. Avocado. Avocados are low in carbohydrates, which means they have little effect on blood sugar levels and rich in fiber, fats, and calories. The fats mostly found in avocado are monounsaturated fats, the heart healthy kind that can keep your blood cholesterol levels under control and improve heart health. With so few carbohydrates, a high fiber content, and healthful fat, people with diabetes can enjoy an avocado in moderation without the stress of raising their blood sugar levels. One medium-sized avocado daily is good for diabetics. Number 5. Grapefruit. Grapefruit is one of the nutritious fruit choice for diabetics because it is high in soluble fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, and low in calories, and has a low glycemic index at 25. It also contains flavonoid naringenin that helps diabetics to increase the body's sensitivity to insulin and helps in losing extra fat from the body and maintain a healthy weight, which is a vital part of diabetes treatment. Therefore, diabetics are recommended to include grapefruit in their daily diet plan, as eating half of a large grapefruit on daily basis can manage their blood sugar level efficiently.
Sometimes the grapefruit using for lose weight. This one is the good for the the constipate the patient too. So it's when people try to lose weight, and then one of the kind, the grapefruit is the red one, the inside, the using the glass of grapefruit juice on fresh ones.
Number 4. Guava. Guava is highly nutritious fruit choice for diabetes patients because it has a very high amounts of lycopene, dietary fiber, and also rich in potassium, vitamin C, vitamin A, calcium, and magnesium. Its fruit and tea of its leaves both are beneficial for diabetes patients, as many research confirms that eating guava fruit without its skin can reduce the sugar absorption in your blood. Being rich in dietary fiber, it helps ease constipation and can even lower the chance of developing type 2 diabetes. Potassium found in guava helps regulate blood pressure. An article in the journal Nutrition and Metabolism found that compounds in guava leaf tea inhibit absorption of certain types of sugar so that levels don't spike after meals. In one study, people drank guava tea after eating white rice. They had far less of a glucose rise than people who drank hot water. Therefore, to keep sugar under control, try to eat one whole or sliced guava without the peel daily. Number 3.
Guava, and then sometimes for the diabetes patient, and they're using the seed and just let it dry, and then make, really make the powder, and then he just make tea. Sometimes he just take it. That's good for the diabetes patient.
Black plums. Black plums, also known as jamun or jamun, is the miracle fruit for diabetics. It has low glycemic index, which keeps the blood sugar levels normal. Soluble fiber in plums helps the stomach to empty at a slower rate, which affects blood sugar levels and has a beneficial effect on insulin sensitivity. The fruit helps to convert starch into energy and keep your blood sugar levels in check. It can also cure the symptoms of diabetes, including excess urination and thirst. The extract of bark, seeds, and leaves are too beneficial in the treatment of diabetes. Diabetic patients can consume jamun fruit daily to control their sugar levels, which certainly helps to enhance the insulin activity and sensitivity. Number 2. Cherries. Cherries have a lowest glycemic index at 22 and don't cause spikes in blood sugar levels. This makes cherries as one of the best fruit choice for diabetics. It also contains chemicals that boost insulin, which helps control blood sugar levels. The chemicals are called anthocyanins. They occur naturally in cherries, giving them their bright red color. Anthocyanins are known to help lower blood sugar by increasing insulin production by up to 50%. They also help fight heart disease, cancer, and other diseases that are common among diabetic people.
Yeah, the cherry is sure that's all of them is good, but it's that the diabetes patient is too much. Too much means that whatever daily, this one is good, you take some, and this one is good, you take another one. Those are all together. Maybe it's too much. So it's the fruits. It's diabetes patient. When they take the fruits, they have to really careful for that too. This one is good for the insulin level is they make, and so it's sugar level. Just that whatever keep the level, but it's sometimes it's always too much, and it's you have to really careful for that.
Number 1. Apples. Apples are an excellent fruit to include in your diet if you have diabetes. The flesh and skin of apples are high in soluble fiber, vitamin C, and other antioxidants. Fiber slows down the digestion and absorption of carbs, causing them to not spike your blood sugar rapidly. A person feels fuller after eating an apple due to the combination of fiber, water, and nutrients. The glycemic index measures how rapidly carbohydrates in a food spike your blood sugar levels, and apples score relatively low glycemic index, ranges from 30 to 50. All this makes apple number 1 fruit choice for people who suffer from diabetes.
Yeah, all the fruits is not only diabetes patient. That the good nutrition, even you are healthy, just take the whatever the good one. Not only 10 of these fruits, the other ones is all good too. But this one is especially for the diabetes patient, maybe antioxidant and insulin level is controlling. But those are they just saying that. But it's the whatever they're taking, so it's has to think about. A fruit has a lot of sugar, and sometimes we have a 1 tablespoon of the sugar. Maybe that 1 apple has that much. Who knows? So it's just that you have to be careful. That's what they. So it's not really that this one is good. I have to take it, and so especially diabetes patient, this has to
Thanks for watching. To watch more, subscribe to GNX Group. Top 10 fruits for diabetes.
Okay, and this one is I did the first. The other one is
Let's get started. What are the best foods for diabetics? If you have diabetes, controlling sugar level by managing the sugar and carbs consumption is not just for losing your weight, but it can be crucial, a matter of life and death. In this video, you will learn more about 25 foods, which are beneficial for people with diabetes. By applying this information to your menu, you may reduce your risk for diabetes-related health complications. Please subscribe before continue. These 25 foods may help manage blood sugar level and be the solution for early-stage high blood sugar problems. These kind of foods should be included in the food for diabetic patient to support diabetes treatments. Here are the list foods for diabetics which are good to reduce your risk for diabetes-related health complications. Number 1. Almonds. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, a nutrient that improves insulin sensitivity, and potassium. Almonds don't raise blood sugar levels. Research has shown that almonds may reduce the rise in blood sugar and insulin levels after. Number 2. Cinnamon.
So they say the almond is every day we have to take the almond, seed. That's really good for our, here is some magnesiums and potassiums, all that. So it's, that most the dry food, that the seeds or, the dry, dry fruits, the ones they have dry, that the fruits, it's really, some of them, fresh one and then dry one, it's a little different, but it's, especially the nuts, the one of the almond is very good for our, body, antioxidant, and potassiums, and magnesiums, all that.
Cinnamon has a compound called hydroxycholone, which could lower cholesterol and help stabilize your blood sugar levels. Previous researches show that by applying a half of teaspoon of cinnamon every day can improve fasting blood sugar and ward off insulin spikes. Number 3. Garlic.
That the cinnamon, this one is, we're talking about diabetes patient, but the cinnamon itself, the cinnamon mixed with the honey. So diabetes patient, cannot really take too much honey, but it's, that the whatever, they are not concerned about diabetes patient, and then cinnamon with the honey, and then mix together, maybe 1 teaspoon, and make the tea in the morning or in the evening time. It's gonna be very good for the health, and then, the cholesterol level gonna be down, and then your energy, and especially cinnamon is property is warm herbs, warm. Some fruits or some, vegetables, and then property is cold or, that the medium, or some of them hot. Like ginseng property is very hot. Once you drink that tea, you have that's why high blood pressure people, should not take the ginseng. That's what we said. So it's, that even cinnamon is the warm side, the herbs, and then bring it up your, the yang side, instead of in. So if you have, that your hand and feet is cold, and cinnamon tea is good, like ginseng tea.
Garlic. Garlic has been known to help lower high cholesterol levels. However, researchers found that garlic has also hundreds of chemical components, many of which can be solutions for health problems including diabetes. One of the chemical components of garlic may help control blood sugar levels. Number 4. Olive oil.
The garlic is not only diabetes patient. The garlic is, that even we try to, think about the healthy concern, that the garlic is sort of like antibiotic reaction too. So lots of benefit from the garlic. Sure, the garlic, smells, and then, you can, we are Koreans, that we taking a lot of garlic, but it's, that sometimes it smells, and then it's really your body. But it's these days, garlic tablets, garlic capsules, or sometimes this one is the boil, or put it in the vinegar, or put it in the honey, and then we just put it in the vinegar, and just leave under the dark place maybe 10 days and 20 days, and then you can just take that one, and then with the rice or whatever. That's a good way to take it, and then smells is much less. When this one is boiled or cooking, and then smells is that the alanine, the properties alanine. The alanine is going down, but it's still that one is good. The smells is less. So a lot of ways that you have to take the garlic is that you have a lot of benefits from there.
Olive oil has been proven it can stabilize the blood sugar levels, minimizes blood sugar spikes, and control the LDL cholesterol level. Managing this bad cholesterol is very important for diabetics, since diabetics has a higher risk of a heart attack or stroke. Number 5. Fruits.
Okay, that olive oil is omega-3 oil. So it's some people says olive oil in the morning or before you go to bed, and 1 tablespoon. You can just take that. And then coconut oil is compared, the olive oil and coconut oil. Coconut oil is more like omega-6 contained. So it's a little different, but it's, sometimes we need omega-6 more than omega-3. Omega-3 has, a lot of other things has. But olive oil, especially, when you cook it, you cannot really use olive oil, as cooking oil. No, the reason why the omega-3 and then changes. So it's just, the raw, you can just take 1 tablespoon a day. And some people, they cannot really take, they mix with the honey too. Especially diabetes patients, they says the honey is sure they're better than the sugar, but still the honey has sugar too. So it's that we cannot really have that. But the people that olive oil is very good for our body.
Fruits are high in fiber content, so they are lower on glycemic index score and has lower effect on blood sugar levels. Number 6.
Okay, prunes. Do you guys drink the prune juice? Why? Some people has constipate problem. So constipate, the prune juice is very healthy. This one is the lots of fiber in there. That's why when it's the high fiber food is good for our health, and then good for diabetes patients too.
Beans. Beans are a good alternative to meat and included as diabetic-friendly foods. They are low on the glycemic index score and provide significant soluble fiber, resulting that they may help lower blood sugar levels and coronary artery disease.
Sure that the beans is good protein. So it has a lot of benefit from the beans. So it's that this one is not only diabetes patient. It's that the average healthy. We try to keep it a healthy life, and then we should take the more than.
Verse 7.
I don't know how.
Lentils. Lentils are lower on glycemic index score and provide B vitamins, iron, complex carbohydrates, and protein. These complex carbohydrates have a minimal impact on your blood sugar levels. Number 8.
This one is plantain is compare other the beans. This one is more iron is there. So it's the bean and lentils, and then sometimes when you make the rice, especially the Asian people, and then they use with the rice, they cook together. That's gonna be another benefit.
Greek
for them.
yogurt. Greek yogurt is often easier to digest than regular yogurt and naturally contains both low carbohydrates and high protein, which can help control hunger levels and blood sugars. Number 9.
Okay, the yogurt, sometimes that you buy the yogurt, some of them has a lot of sugar. And then no sugar yogurt is good. But you should not really buy that the sugar contain the yogurt. So that this one is Greece, the yogurt is some of them is no sugar. So it's if you have that contain the sugar, sure, for the diabetes patient it's no good. But this yogurt is good digestion, and then sometimes the diabetes patient they hunger so fast, right? And then they have to eat and low sugar, whatever. But it's the yogurt is pretty much food in your stomach.
Oatmeal. Oatmeal is very common for us to have it as breakfast. It is high in soluble fiber and has low glycemic index, so it can help you to control your glucose levels.
The oatmeal compare the cereal. People eating the cereal with the milk or non-fat milk or whatever. That's the cereal is too much carbohydrate, that plus sugar too. But oatmeal is not. So when you really want to have the quick breakfast, maybe oatmeal is better than cereal. Cereal, sure, it's very simple. You just pour the milk and then eat it. This one is just the boiling water, maybe a couple minutes. Then just put oat milk and then put a little bit salt and then top up there, and then the little piece of strawberries and then the bananas. It's good breakfast. Oatmeal is good.
Oatmeal are slower to digest, so the glucose will be released into your bloodstream more slowly. Recent research explained that consuming oatmeal on a daily basis can reduce the risk of prediabetes by 30%. Number 10. Spinach. The American Diabetes Association calls spinach a diabetes superfood, great foods for diabetics. Leafy greens, like spinach, are great non-starchy vegetable, great sources of fiber, rich in B vitamins, iron, calcium, and vitamin C.
Yes, especially that among the vegetables, spinach has a lot of iron and calcium. So, and then we should avoid people has kidney stone. If they worry about the kidney stone and gallbladder stone, they should not really eat too much spinach. But other than that, spinach is very good for the calcium, ions, and then all that. That's
They're also very low in digestible carbs, which may control your blood sugar levels. Number 11. Berries. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and other berries are all low on the glycemic index score and are considered to be superfoods and recommended food for diabetic patients. Number 12.
yeah, especially berries is that even generally the normal person too. But this one is antioxidant. It's to compare the other fruits. But it's the berries is very expensive, huh? Yeah. But it's that especially antioxidant, the reaction is really good. So it's sometimes the berries the blueberries and then, you know, and then even strawberry is a little bit different. It's, right, is there any questions? Yeah. You know, this one is it's common sense. Yeah, the common sense, you know, that the daily life and what you eat and what you, and then people always says hot dog and hamburgers is no good, right? And then the vegetables, you cannot just have vegetables all the time, but it's, you know, and it has to concentrate what you know, have to take it. And sometimes, you know, you cannot really have the vegetables, you know, this much or whatever. So that's why it's, you know, that they says breaking vitamin C, but it's, I'm still making juice to drink. There's a lot of benefits. You guys, what do you think in a cucumber? Cucumber is a vegetable or fruit? Vegetable. Vegetable.
No.
Cucumber is fruit. Yeah. That's the cucumber is, you know, they can have lots of benefit too. You know that the cucumber is actually it's around 95% water. So if you don't want to really drink that water all the time, just, you know, that one cucumber or, you know, the small one, it's easy to carry. It's very good. Very good. And especially, you know, diabetic, the patient, they always thirsty, right? They always thirsty. You know, some diabetic patient, it's a little different. Some people, you know, some diabetic, you know, we have the three different types in Oriental medicine. But it's the Western medicine is a type 1 and type 2. But it's a little different. But it's most of time they're very thirsty. And then the cucumber is very, you know, easy to, you know, eating and easy to get it. The fresh ones, it's very benefit. That's should not peel it. You know, the outside, there's a lot of, you know, fiber too. So wash very good and then just, you know, eat it with the skin too. Yeah. So, you know, you're washing with the what? Flour. You know? You just, you know, put in the flour, water, and then, you know, just maybe a couple of minutes, it's gonna be really clean. And then wash well, and then just eat it. There's lots of benefits, the cucumber. You know, sometimes when you're hungry, and then you take the one cucumber, and, you know, feel like you fill it in. It's all the water. And then calories very low too. So, you know, there's some people try to lose weight, and then they take the cucumber too. Yeah, that's, you know, simply, like banana. Banana is easy to carry, right? And then cucumber is just, and so other ones, you know, some of them you have to cook it and this and that, and this cucumber is, you can have lots of benefit. It didn't really say that here, but it's, you know, I love the cucumber too. And so when you guys have a massage, you just, you know, have little pieces and put it on your, an antioxidant too. Yeah. So very, you know, vitamin C's and water and all that. It's lots of benefits. And
Well, peanut butter. Peanut butter has low carbohydrate content that can prevent spikes in your blood sugar levels. Peanut butter has a low glycemic index GI score only 14. This means that the peanut butter only gives a lower effect to your blood sugar levels. Number 13. Broccoli.
you know, some peanut butter, they have a sugar there too. But you have to really watch out, you know, what's there. So it's, you know, some, you know, the peanut butter, the added sugar, should not really buy. Even the healthy, the person, that much sugar is no good for us. You know, so just, you know, it says peanut butter is good, but it's, you know, that some of peanut butter is, you know, and lots of sugar too, so it's just that.
Eating broccoli could reverse the damage caused by diabetes to heart blood vessels, BBC News reported. They are a great source of vitamin C and K, folic acid, potassium, and fiber. They are food for type 2 diabetes since they are high in something called sulforaphane, which
They says broccoli, if you take that every day or whatever, lots of, you know, broccoli you take, prevented cancer. That's what they said. But low hypothyroid patient should avoid the broccoli, not too much. And then cabbage is really good for anything else, but hypothyroidism, the patient. So that's why, you know, that some of them, it's everything. It's not everything is good. Apple, sure, that's so, you know, for all, you know, symptoms, all people. But some of them is not. So that's why it's, you know, that once you just, you know, take the long time, try, you know, to make the plans to take the long time, you have to have more knowledge about that too. Yeah. So it's, you know, that every person has different, but this one is, we're just talking about general things, general. Broccoli is good.
may help type 2 diabetes patients manage their blood sugar. Number 14. Avocado. Avocados are full of healthful fats, which means they have lower effect on blood sugar levels. Avocado also has a high fiber diet. Those benefits of avocado are advised by physicians or dietitians to help control blood sugar spikes. Number 15.
Yeah, especially avocado. Avocado has lots of iron too. The avocado, when you take that, it's very fill it in. So it's, you know, that some people diet program, they eating that avocado too. Yeah, so it's, you know, this one is antioxidant and all that. We have a lots of benefit from the avocado too.
Kale. Kale contains fiber, antioxidants, calcium, vitamin K, vitamin C, and iron, among others.
Especially K contain the vitamin K. Vitamin K is what? Stop bleeding. So it's arthritis patient, when they take the lots of pain pills, I told you guys, you know, easy to break that blood vessels, right? You know, those kind of patients, the K is very good. They're very good. And then lots of calcium too. So this one is pretty stiff, it's hard. And then just, you know, that this one is, when you eat that fresh one, the raw one is too rough. But it's, that's why it's, you know, sometimes I make the juice. And then kale, I mix with the carrot, and then taste better. It's hard to eat it. It's just, kale is very good.
Just as low in nutrient, fiber, and antioxidants in kale may improve blood glucose control. Including the kale in diabetic meal plan should be an excellent choice. Number 16. Asparagus. A new study published in the British Journal of Nutrition recommends that if you wish to control type 2 diabetes, you should consume asparagus regularly. By eating asparagus may keep blood sugar under control. Number 17.
Yeah, asparagus, I don't know, there's lots of American people, you know, that when they have steak and asparagus is always there, right? But it's, we are, you know, Koreans, I really used to have the asparagus. In Korea, I don't think we have lots of, but that's asparagus is really good. One of the good the vegetable to for the health. So once in a while, it's not that every day. What we eating the everyday kimchi, but it's there's asparagus. Sometimes you have to really take what's benefit from there.
Tomatoes. Tomatoes are lower glycemic index score, rich in vitamin C and lycopene. Lycopene is antioxidant which can help fight inflammation, increase HDL healthy cholesterol and reduce LDL bad cholesterol.
How about tomato? Is that vegetable or fruit?
Fruit.
This one is a vegetable. Yeah, it's especially that the tomato, not the fresh one. The little bit steam or boil and cook it is much better. The glycogen is coming, that the reacting the better. So it's not eat just fresh one. Just a little bit cook it or the steam it or whatever. And this one is good for what? Prostate. Good for especially men. Prostate. That what is prostate? The prostate, the symptom of prostate, the patient is good for the tomato is very good. And so it's just, the Italian people, what? They eat tomato, what? Maybe every day, huh? The tomato sauce. So that's why they says Italian men, they don't have prostate problem. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's the tomato is, especially for the prostate. Good.
18. Apples. Apples are high in fiber, vitamin C, and several antioxidants. Apples also contain sugar fructose. However, this sugar won't give the same effect as sugars found in chocolates and biscuits. According to American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, replace.
Yeah, what they says, that fruit sugar and then regular sugar is different. Sure, it's different. The fructose and all different, but still the sugar, the basic sugar is, the last sugar is there. So it's diabetes patient, they should not really eat too much. The apple, as I told you, one of the Japanese doctor said, if you take the one every day, you don't have to go to the doctor. That good. That much they recommend.
Mixing glucose with fructose may lead to less sugar and insulin after meal. 19. Citrus fruit. Citrus fruits are high in vitamin C, antioxidant, low fat and fiber. Antioxidant in citrus fruit is suitable as meals for diabetic patients in order to fight inflammation. 20. Red onion. A recent study found that consuming red onion extract may help to reduce blood sugar levels significantly, and this is important for people with diabetes. 21.
Yeah, that's why it's that the red onion. And if you make that wine, put it in the red onion, put it in the wine, maybe around 7 days or 10 days. And you just, drink that wine, and then you cannot really have heart disease. This one is very good opening that the metabolism. So it's the onion is, that reduce fatty acid, and then, the glyceride, and then all that. So just, some people make the juice. It's when you make that the juice a little bit spicy, but it's, once you start drinking, that's okay. So it's a diabetes patient, sometimes they make the juice early in the morning and drink that and then controlling the sugar too. So it's onion has lots of benefits for that.
Chia seeds. Chia seeds are high in fiber, antioxidant, protein, healthy fats, omega-3 and calcium. Chia seeds are beneficial for diabetics since they may improve insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control. No.
The chia seed, I don't know how they eat, but it's, when you make the rice, and especially, that the Asian people, they eat a lot of rice, right? So it's just, instead of plain rice, they put a chia seed and quinoa too, and, mix and they make the rice, and then eat. The chia seed is very good for the
Number 22. Green tea. Green tea contains high amounts of polyphenols, antioxidants, which can help protect against inflammation and carcinogens. Some studies show the possibility of green tea to prevent type 2 diabetes as well as some cancers. No.
So you see now that the green tea, we say green tea is good and the whatever, but it's green tea is really antioxidant. So it's, that green tea has a lot of caffeine too. All the teas has caffeine, but some of them, sure, they're higher than coffee, and some of them less, but still, has caffeine. So it's, that the green tea, you should not really drink that so many cups, but it's, at least once a day, it's really helping for the diabetes patient too. And then the coffee, oh, I don't like the coffee, and then I cannot sleep. Some people say that, but it's if you take the tea, green tea, as much as the whatever, coffee, you cannot sleep either. That's a lot of caffeine too. So, especially you go to Chinese restaurant, oolong tea, that has caffeine too. Yeah, it's, when you eat the oily food, and then, you keep on drinking the oolong tea, and then, sometimes if, caffeine sensitivity person, cannot really sleep, so have to care. Oh, this one is tea, it's okay. It's not.
Number 23.
Even the Lipton tea has lots of caffeine too. Oh, I cannot drink the coffee, but it's tea. It's, you have to think about that too.
Bell peppers. Bell peppers contain anthocyanin, which may slow down digestion of carbohydrates and lipids, making them beneficial to help you to control your blood glucose levels. Antioxidant in bell peppers may lower your risk of various health complications caused due to diabetes. Number 24.
The bell pepper, we have all different colors, right? Red and yellow and green. The bell pepper, I like it. Even the raw, you eat, it's not dipping any, the mayonnaise or whatever. But it's, that tastes pretty good. And a little bit sweeter, and it's not really sweeter, but it's, bell pepper is good benefit, a good food, good vegetables.
Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is one of good foods allowed for diabetics. It may promote some good health benefits. Dark chocolate contains the antioxidants which help the body use its insulin more efficiently to help control blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. Number 25.
Dark chocolate. I think the Americans, that after they have main meals or whatever, they always, some people really take the dark chocolate, right? But I don't know, we are not used to it. So it's, that we think that one is lots of sugar, not sweet, but it's dark chocolate is a little bit different. But it's, I recommend, still that one is, the sugar in there, so should not really take too much, but it's just a little bit is okay. That's what the...
Squash. Summer and winter squash contain vitamin A, vitamin C, some B vitamins, iron, antioxidants and calcium. Their antioxidants may offer protection against diabetes by helping lower blood sugar. Thank you.
You know, this squash is especially in the winter, the yellow ones, you know, the red ones. That one is what? If we have the edema, if you know that sometimes you too much salty food, and then drink the water, and then you have you know that your face and then all the legs, you know, whole body feels very heavy, right? It's holding all the water, but the squash is try to, you know, the helping let it out all the excessive water. That's good. So it's, you know, that one is very good. So we're talking about this one, sure, that's the green one is okay too, but it's, you know, especially the old squash, you know, the color, the yellow ones or whatever, that's
Thank you for watching.
okay.
If you want to learn more on how to reverse your diabetes,
Okay. Any? I always say any questions? No?
Squash and pumpkin different.
The shape is different, but it's, you know, that pretty much same thing, but it's, you know, green one and yellow one is the more the benefit for the, you know, the release of the water from your body. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you for listening.